Did you know who you use as a lender is so important in the DC metro area? Watch this short video to find out why. Hi, I'm Blake Davenport with the Davenport Group. I'm a local realtor here in the DC metro area, here to share with you short and simple real estate tips. Today we're going to be talking about why who you use as a lender is so important in this area, especially if it's a multiple offer situation. I really like to focus on the mortgage. I think that's where you can save a lot of money in the process. So we just want to talk kind of about why it is so important, and it could be the make or break of you getting an offer accepted or losing out on your dream house. So let's dive in. Why would the lender that you work with be so important? Well, if a listing agent has had a bad experience with a certain lender, they're less likely to go with your offer if everything's the same versus someone else. And in the DC metro area, since it's such a competitive market, we are looking for every little bit of competitive advantage that can make your offer stand out over another offer. And I have plenty of videos covering these topics, but when I represent you, as your buyer's agent, I'm looking to put you in a level, put you in a position to have success. And the lender actually plays a part of that. So as I was saying before, if a listing agent has had a bad experience with a certain lender, they're more likely to pick another offer than yourselves. Typically, they're going to try to avoid the bigger institutions because these institutions have more hoops to jump through. They're bigger. Their processor may be in another state. It makes it more difficult, and they typically can't close as quick as a local lender. When I say a large institution, this is typically your USSH, your Navy Federal Credit Union, your Wells Fargo. Their processor is in another state. Every time the interactions that I've had with one of these lenders is that you can't get them on the phone outside of Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. When does real estate happen? It happens on the nights and the weekends. And a lot of the times in this market, you have to make an offer very quickly. And if you don't have everything ready with a big lender, you could miss out because of the lender that you're using. So we always recommend that you get pre-approved by a local lender because, one, they're just going to give just as low as rate as the bigger institution would, but they're going to do a much better job. They're going to be responsive. You need someone who can respond 24/7 to you, and not just in the 9 to 5 window. And they're going to give you a much better chance of winning in a multiple offer situation. So I highly, highly, highly recommend that you get pre-approved with a local lender. Even people or clients who come to us who are already pre-approved, we have them get pre-approved with a local lender because they're going to be so much stronger. Their offer is going to be so much stronger in a multiple offer situation. And we've had several times where we've won in a multiple offer situation where everything was dead even, and the listing agent has just had a really great experience with the loan company or the lender or the loan officer in that fact, and they were just so sure that the loan was going to get done and there was not going to be an issue that they went with us. So it really can make the difference. So that's why I'm creating this video, because it is so important in this market. So there you have it. That's really why who you use as a lender is so important. I would recommend that you use a local lender. One of those bigger institutions is not going to be able to get you a pre-approval or this or that. It may take them 48 hours to respond, which a local lender will be able to respond right away. It could make the difference between you winning and losing. And lastly, I always have the lender, and again, this is another reason why you want a local lender if it's on a weekend, have the loan officer call the listing agent before you make the offer, kind of reassure the listing agent that the buyer is rock solid. They're not going to have an issue getting financed. It really can make a difference if you give a good impression on the listing agent. If you'd like to learn more about the mortgage process, we have a link below to our Mortgage 101 guide. But thanks again for checking out this week's real estate tip. If you like this video, please click the like icon. Also leave us a comment. We'd love to hear your thoughts, and we'd be happy to talk more about this with you. Click the subscribe button if you haven't already, and the bell icon to be notified of our next video. But thanks again for checking out this week's real estate tip on who you use as your lender is so important. Let's go.